everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So I am here today with a flip through video and design team project for Release the CRAFTIN's A Witch in the Garden digital kit that is now up on Etsy. You can find it in her shop, which I will have linked down below. This is such a fun kit, and it took me again on a totally different path than I anticipated that it initially would. My first thoughts on the kit when I printed it out were just the colors were amazing. It had a calmness to it that just kind of made me feel good, and I knew it was going to be something that I was going to find inspiring, and it was really fun to work with. So then I went into my stash of books thinking about what kind of cover I would want to make for this book. And initially, she has one page in the kit that actually says A Witch in the Garden, and it would be the perfect cover for a journal. But then I found this book cover that I had left over from a domino book or something. I can't remember what it was about. I think it was a book about creativity or something, but I used the insides and I loved this cover. And I thought, it's gardeny, it can become witchy, it can be soft core witchy, which is how the kit was kind of taking me, like a cottage core witchy kind of soft vibe to it. So that's where we ended up. Okay, so then I made this label for the cover that I did this on my computer, Witch in the Garden, and I embossed it. So it's actually holographic. Hopefully you can see that in the light. I'm not sure. But the cover itself has birds and these beautiful like flowers and sort of bamboo. And I've done some collaging where there were words, and on the back as well, I collaged and covered it with the fly papers, which were the same as the cover. And I really like how that came out. It gave me a nice opportunity to create like a back label so you could write something there if you wanted to. The closure is via gold eyelets with this beautiful like little petite pink dotted fabric that actually comes from a vintage children's dress from the 60s. I used it also for the spine, and it had this beautifully delicate embroidery of these flowers and the piping here. So yeah, I created this nice big spine for it, so it's got a lot of room because it is a tome. It's a very, very big book. So we will jump into it now. I'll untie these. So these are stitch ties. I love making these little kind of fun ties with fabric. Okay, so as we jump in, I've used some super beautiful paper for the end pages. This is like a 49 in market paper, the Curator's Collection, I believe, and I really like how it was complementary to the kit, and I didn't want to overcomplicate it, so what I did was use some of these vintage glassine envelopes to keep things in. So as I go through this book, there will be some other elements, but I'm not really going to talk about them, where they come from or what have you. I'm just going to talk about the kit so you can get an idea of what the kit is comprised of. So in these glassine envelopes, there are a couple of elements of the kit. Now you get these beautiful moon face, fussy cuts. There's all the different moon phases. I've split them up throughout the book because I just like using them as like little, fussy cut pieces or embellishment. And there's also these nice little bottles with bits of writing space, and they come in a couple of different sizes. So the inside of the spine, it's been covered in my eco-printed fabric. And as we open up the book here, we have a pocket that is from the kit with a little pink witchy hat there. And hopefully you're already getting kind of the vibe from this little pocket, what I'm talking about, the blues, the pinks and greens, the wildflowers. So I made this journal card. It's sort of like a little witch walking down a garden path. It's an invitation into this journal. So that just pops in here, and I have stitched some pages together. This is cabbage dyed, and I've stitched some leaves there. And we have this pocket, and I've included, you'll see some pages and ephemera made from an old book called The Gardener's Album. And this, if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen already this really funny little snippet. The wonders of botanical illustration have unfortunately been made known to a wide public by saboteurs who rip the colored plates out of the books and thus do wanton damage to volumes which, complete with their pictures, are valuable entities and greatly prized by collectors. No one can write on these books with greater authority than Handaside Buchanan, a distinguished bibliographer and a practicing bookseller. So I included the whole chapter from this particular spot in The Gardener's Album, and there's a whole write-up on collecting old flower books by Handaside Buchanan. So it's a nice little read, and it's just clipped together there. I had a laugh though, because, you know, it's like, as junk journalers, we do a little bit of that, you know, pulling those colored book plates out, but I do think we try to do the best by the books that we have, right? So this is cabbage dyed paper. And now we jump into some lovelies from the kit. So this banner and this belly band are both from the kit, as is this large journal card here. This is Moon Phase Gardening. So on here we have, you know, new moon, time to plant seeds, focus on above ground crops, raise energy and increase the life of your plants. And then what to do in the waxing moon, full moon, and waning moon. And back here we have a couple of really lovely old poems. The Period Rose, Sir John Davies, 1570 to 1626. And I've included not just some really pretty book plates from the book The Gardener's Album, but also some poems, because they're really nice. This has Madrigal and Red and White Roses. These are poems from the 1600s. And then some other pages that I included in here for writing space were these pages from the Gardener's Album, I believe. No, the Gardener's Journal, it's called. It's this large gardening journal that goes all throughout the year, and you know, you could write down all your details on your gardening, what kind of weather it was, what you planted, etc. And then there's other sections in the book about like your harvest record, your yields, those kind of things. Another beautiful page from the kit with these little fireflies in a jar. I really love that. And she also includes some really nice backgrounds. So this is a really big kit. I think it's 15 pages and 15 backgrounds and several pages of ephemera. This little bottle here is from the kit. And then I've added this little garden, which could be a coloring or a painting activity for whomever may take this journal home. Also, I should mention that this big chunky journal is 5 signatures, and they're big signatures. Then we have from the kit also the solar herbs and a list of all of the solar herbs. And I just stitched on a little green lacy tab there. And there's one of those nice little cutouts. These pages are stitched together because this is quite a wide book, and I always love how that looks. It's so fun to stitch these pages together. This is one of my jelly prints using maple seeds. This is just a pretty book page that I thought was really nice in here. It's kind of like a cabinet of curiosities, jars, and you know, Venus flytraps and shells and all sorts of things that could be maybe in a like a garden kitchen or a witch's kitchen. And then here is the beautiful book plate from the Gardener's Album. Isn't that just amazing? I just felt like these two were married. So 1954, Great Britain. Then another lovely page from the kit with this beautiful blue bat, and you'll see all of the nice details. So in the background, there's like a watercolory texture to it, plus there's florals kind of behind the florals, and then lots of wildflowers, and these nice little outlines of moons. So there's like a gentle celestial feel to this as well. And then all of the different symbols that are used in the different images that she's used. It's really nice. That's another background with the wildflowers there. These are actually painted mushroom prints. I do a lot of spore printing, and sometimes I take my spore printing to the next level and do like actual mushroom art printing. So that's what these are. And another little bottle from the kit. This is another page from the Gardener's album, as is that. Avocado dyed paper. This pocket is from the kit. It's really lovely. And inside we have some tickets that I made that just have kind of a garden-y feel to them. Some gilding here. And then this is actually a tag from another Release the CRAFTIN kit. I think it might be a Winter's Tale, I can't recall. But I just really liked how the colors and the feel of the kit went together. So I chose a couple of those to use in here. And then this is another page from the kit, as is this center spread that says, as above, so below. Owls, bunnies, snakes. It's very nice. This is a belly band from the kit that I stitched onto the same fabric I made the spine out of, and I just wanted to use more of that lovely, you know, petit fleur kind of embroidery. And then this is a journal card that I made also with more of those maple seeds. These ones are gold. A lot of stuff in this book is backed with this natural handmade paper because I just felt like it was very aesthetic to the kit and the theme. This says Witch's Brew. It's a label from the kit. This is a page from the Gardener's album. This pocket here. And then I used a couple things from a vintage book about how to draw trees, and I just love this. There was a section, and I've included a couple things in this journal, where they were animating trees to kind of look anthropomorphic like people. Oh, let's not be too serious. Even trees can look funny. Looks a bit like Atlas holding up the world, says this little bunny. And then on back, notice the contrast from a bold poster treatment to a delicate, poetic feeling, quiet, serene. I just wanted to leave that there. If you wanted to, you could cover the back with paper to make like a piece of stationery, but I thought that they were just both nice, and you could actually write on these. More mushroom printing. This is a beautiful little pocket from the kit. And then this is a tag actually from that same other kit, the winter kit. And I added a little star eyelet and some word snippets from an old book that said, onions can make even heirs and widows weep. And I thought that was appropriate for like a witchy garden. This is a page from the kit, and I've added this little stump. It's a little fold out. Another page from the kit. This is a page from the Gardener's album, and one of these tabs from the kit. You get 3 in the kit, but I mean you could obviously print as many as you'd like for your journal. This page is another of those lovely book pages that's kind of like a cabinet of curiosities. This is just a lovely yellow page that I love with the blues that are in this kit. This little collage pocket here has some eco-printed fabric. And this background and this tag are both from the kit. I did some stitching here and added some threads and fabric. Flowers don't worry about how they're going to bloom. They just open up and turn toward the light, and that makes them beautiful. Jim Carrey. Trust the Path Unseen. It's also from the kit. Another Gardener's Journal page, and some more poetry from the Gardener's album, A Vision and Death in Life, The Messenger. They all have really nice, like, naturey kind of words about them. And some more cabbage dyed paper. This lovely paper here, and this is a tag from the kit. This was one of the first pages that I saw, and I was like, oh, it's so wonderful. So yeah, it's a great kit. And just a couple of lovely scrapbook papers. I couldn't do anything with them. I thought they were all so pretty that I just wanted to leave them alone. Another Gardener's Journal page. And then I have here, this is green construction paper. This envelope is from the kit, and I've used a rusted envelope with some of this, you know, fun embroidery from the vintage dress. Take that off, and inside here, this is an authentic vintage photo that I got in an auction haul recently of this lady here smelling these roses in this very ornate home. And I feel like she could be the garden witch, and that she's inside her, you know, drawing room or her dining room. So that just clips back on here, as so. A thought of the rose, the wood rose. This is some cabbage dyed paper on a large format encyclopedia page with some florals. This pocket is from the kit. And then this is a folio that I've made. It's got a naturey feel to it. So when you open it up, it's actually made from a paper sack. And so at the front it has this pocket, which I've put inside one of these little folding kind of notebooks. So it's tied close with some thread. It's made, the outside is made from a needlepoint pattern book, and then inside it's got all sorts of fun different kinds of papers. It's like a little storage of different stationaries with a naturey feel. Some of this is blueberry dyed paper, and you have another pretty needlepoint pattern inside. The one on the outside has bees and flowers, so that just ties closed with this yarn. Goes right back inside this pocket up top. There we go. And then this is a little quote from the Scent Keeper and a couple of little journal cards. These are my designs, but they're not part of the kit. So it has some ledger, it has this little flip in the middle, more ledger paper, and then the back. Okay, this is another page from the kit. This is like a stack of books that says Dark Shadows, Book of Spells, Basic Witches, Modern Witchcraft. And one of the backgrounds, again, I love like this watercolory tea staining look. This is a page from the Gardener's Album. More of the Gardener Journal. And then this little pocket flips out. It is from the kit, as is the piece of paper inside of it. This little journal card. Super cute. And that's just hinged onto the page with some cabbage dyed paper. The garden layout. This has this nice dotted paper. This is a really fun handmade paper with these little tiny flecks of blue. This is another beautiful page from the kit. I love the crystals. It's so pretty. Another background from the kit, and this is a little pocket here with a bunch of black cats in a garden. And then here we have garden deities. This is also from the kit. So Flora, the Roman goddess of flowers and spring. Freyr, the Norse god of fertility, good weather and harvests. Demeter, Greek goddess of harvest and agriculture, and so on. And that's a large journal card. Cabbage dyed paper. This is a pocket here with a little ticket from the kit with this snake, and I love this paper. You'll see this full piece of paper. It's a paper I've been hoarding in my stash. And then more of the large format encyclopedia with a little salamander there. And this is a giant tag from the kit. These are some of my most favorite pieces in a Release the Crafting kit. She always chooses really beautiful focal points. Another page from the Gardener's Album. And this is a pocket that's actually made from a file folder. You get 2 file folders in the ephemera in this kit, but I just really love how they work as pockets. And I also used one of the moon phase cutouts. I've used a few of them, and I made pockets with all of these because I just like how they look. They're a great base for like a collage. So you'll see I've put some brown paper back here. I've stitched on lace. I've added some celandine. Little picture of celandine. This is a journal card. Another beautiful page from the kit with an owl. And a center spread from the kit. What a beautiful page. Another background from the kit. page from the Gardener's Album. This pocket here with this shaker card inside. I felt like that was a nice little kind of garden-y feeling girl. She could be a young garden witch, and it is stitched around and kind of fun. Another page from the kit with our little firefly again. More beautiful crystals, and then this is more of that little Flexi-Blue kind of paper. Here's another of those folders again that I used as a basis for collage. This little banner that says garden is also from the kit, and this is a postcard that I made. More of the Gardener's Journal and album. This is some handmade paper, and this flip down has more writing space, and this is cabbage dyed paper that I laminated with painted maple seeds inside. Another background from the kit. You are capable of magical things. That's from the kit, as is this folder, this moon phase cutout, and this giant beautiful journal tag that says the moon. I love the mushrooms, the moon, the eyes. I just love everything about it. And I've got it in this pocket here. I did some more stitching with some vintage lace and flowers and added a little bloodroot image there from a vintage book. This is a pocket from a vintage gardening book. Another of those moon phase stick down fussy cut type things. And then this is that other page of the how to draw trees book, where they've illustrated the trees to be alive, and this is called the Dancers, and I just really loved it. I thought it was a nice little addition to this magical kind of feeling witchy garden. And then we have here this thistly witch. It's like a succulent thistle witch. I've done some stitching here. That's more of the fly paper from the front of the book. And then inside we have a tag from the kit. To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow, Audrey Hepburn. And I've stitched some threads and fabrics up here. Back here you see the Temple of Flora, 1797 to 1807. And this beautiful text. This is all from the Garden Album book. Construction paper, a little banner from the kit, more of the garden journal, and that beautiful paper that I just wanted to include. This page from the kit again with our cute little cat friend. This is a pocket from the kit, Garden Witch is what it says. And this little journal card inside, this made from a vintage greeting card. This is also a background here from the kit. You see the florals on the blue, it's very pretty. Some coffee dyed chartreuse paper. And this is a page from the Edith Holden Cooking Notes book. I just really liked the florals of the birds. I felt like it was just very gardeny. This little circle here is from the kit with the bunny, and it is stitched on to, or not stitched, I glued onto some handmade paper that I just used to cover up. You see it says soups there. I figured it was nice to just cover that and you could write on top of it. And then we have this pretty page from the Cooking Notes book. And this is some handmade paper with ghost leaves that are embedded. And this is a little bottle from the kit. These are some plates from the Gardener's Album, and they are throughout the book. This one is Persian cyclamen, the Dragon Aram. This is an envelope from the kit with another label here from the kit, and it flips up, and we have another circle also from the kit. And then we have this little garden witch inside, and I've drawn little silver moths everywhere, and she's crossing her eyes looking at a little moth on her nose. So that goes in here. And back to the garden layout here, and a little pocket here with that same little stack of books and that beautiful paper that I was telling you about. I thought it was so perfect for this book. This is a journal card from the kit. A little pocket here from the kit, and this is like another little garden witch kind of in her garden pantry, and I've stitched a bunch of wild fun fabric up top. This is a belly band, and it has a banner from the kit with the fireflies. It is on a floral themed embroidery pattern paper, and this is a journal card from the kit. It says the sun, and that just tucks in here. A little banner from the kit that says grow. And then another folder that I've used as collage from the kit, as well as one of the moon phases. I've added some evening primrose and just some little bits and bobs, some coffee dyed lace. And then down here we have this little floating pocket that has writing space on both sides. Some shiny florals back there. And then this is like a trifecta tag. I always like these. As above, so below. Lots of writing space backed with my dyed paper. And it just tucks in here and then pops up here. Another moon phase and another beautiful background from the kit. This is a little collage pocket with a raven or a crow and a little button there. I actually saw a fledgling crow today. It was so sweet. And then another beautiful background from the kit. You can see mushrooms, moths, and skulls. It's very cool. And then we have a list of the moon herbs here. It's like a large journal card. And then this is a book page. It's a fly page from a book, and I just love the florals. And I used it as a tuck spot with the page behind to hold on to this large journal card from the kit, which I think is so beautiful. Another lovely book fly page. And this is actually a gravestone rubbing done in green crayon, and it has a little Ouija board image on this pocket from the kit, and then these little witch girls in here, little journal card. You could see some numbers and things from the gravestone. This is a little pocket here with the bat from the kit, and then this is a really sweet journal card from the kit. And it is on a floral page from the garden album. And that's also from the garden album. This is some cabbage dyed paper, a vintage photograph looking at this beautiful gardeny kind of window. And this is a large tag from the kit that I've stitched some things to the top there, a flower and some fabric. Flowers are the music of the ground, from Earth's lips spoken without sound. Edwin Curran. So another nice big tag from this kit. This is also from the kit, this background. And this is another page from the kit. I included, this is like a large journal card slash bookmark. I figured you could move it around wherever you're working in the journal. And it's actually the cover of the Gardener's album. I just thought this image was so beautiful. I had to share it. It was hard to give up. Actually, it's so pretty, but it's gotta go. We have to use these things. So that's in there for you. This is another beautiful page from the kit that says "You Are Magic." And this beautiful paper pocket, this circle is from the kit. And this is cabbage dyed paper, and we see a beautiful barn swallow there. This is a journal card. And then here we have a pocket from the kit, and it's on some of the garden album. And then this is a large journal card from the kit. This was actually part of the other side of like an image that I think would be a great cover. It looks very much like this and says "A Witch in the Garden" on the other side. So you could take a look at the kit yourself, go on Etsy and check it out, and you'll see what I mean. And then this little bottle is from the kit. It's also on the gravestone rubbing paper. You see a flower there. My daughter and I do these at the graveyard that we walk in. This is another beautiful floral page from a book, as is this. And then a little collaged pocket here has a grasshopper and a dragonfly. This is a page from the kit, and that's a tag from the kit. Show them what you are made of. Flowers by Fire by the Fire by Reginald Arkell. That's from the garden album. This page has this little bat friend. Isn't he so cute? I love this. It's from a children's book. This little label is from the kit. That's the embroidery page. This little pocket here is from the kit, and I've collaged some things on it and added some vintage lace. And inside here is this tag, the deer, and more of that beautiful paper. This is another of my jelly prints from the maple seeds, and I have hinged on here this beautiful envelope from the kit using my hand-dyed paper. And then you open it up, and inside there's actually a large greeting card, a garden themed one, and it's blank inside. Handmade Designs Limited of 2002 Robert Frederick Limited, and it's just a pretty greeting card, and I fit so perfectly in this envelope that I was like, that is the thing I want to add in there. It's just so perfect. So just tuck that down on in there, close it up, flap it, and you can actually write on the back of that envelope as well. Soil test record, that's from the garden journal. This is another book plate from the Gardener's Album of the American Cowslip. The nodding Rhenomia. What a beautiful flower. More of the ghost leaf handmade paper. This is a belly band from the kit with this little candle here, and this is a large journal card of the moon and a firefly. It's from a children's book, and I felt like it was a perfect match. Also, this moon glows in the dark. And another page from the cookery, the cookery notes from Edith Holden. And then this little cactus garden witch with her little owlet friend. And in here, this is like a collage pocket, we have a piece of vintage stationery. And more of the chartreuse coffee dyed paper. And the garden album. This pocket, actually this whole page is from the kit. Background, pocket, and tag. Again, if you're a fan of blue and pink and blues in general, you'll like this kit. I like these colors. These are both from the kit, as is that. Cabbage dyed paper. This is from a children's book. Another beautiful moon phase. A couple of my mushroom images on the Gardener's Journal. Gardening purchases. The Pontic rhododendron. The maggot-bearing Stapelia. This is like a little gardeny witch here, and she's got some kind of creepy hands, and she's muddling around in something. And this is beautiful paper back here, and another large tag from Release the CRAFTIN's winter kit. I just, again, thought it was so perfect with this. It's just so pretty. The Virtue of the Rose, Isaac Watts. Another tab from the kit. Sweet and Early, The Sick Rose. We Are Not Alone, that is from the kit. This is also from the kit. This is a belly band that I made and added the little banner from the kit that says Bless. And then this little image is some weeds and a little moth there on some beautiful embossed gold paper. Another little bottle from the kit, the blue passion flower, a group of auriculas, a cabbage dyed large format dictionary page, magical vibes. This page is from the kit, and then you get these 4 tags: air, fire, water, and earth. So the 4 elements. And I backed them all in handmade paper and hinged them, and just wanted to use them as a nice little spot you could fold out and write and keep them all together. Also, this is from the kit, and so is this little banner. We have some cinnamon sticks here. This is like a clustery pocket that I made that has this sort of eccentric family with a deer heads and Maybe this is the Garden Witch's eccentric family. So from the side here, it is a tuck spot. It has this large journal card with these little insects crawling along. So that tucks in the side. There are silk leaves all stitched down on this surface here. And it's like, it's a double pocket. So in this pocket, let me just take everything out and I'll show you. So then you can see the pocket. That's what the pocket itself looks like. And then in the top we have this little witch, this garden witch, and she's got like a snail as an eyepiece, and that goes in here. And then this little floral bit here. And then down here, this is another one of my laminated maple seeds, painted maple seed, and that's an old 1950s photograph of a little girl and her mom in the woods, and I felt like that could be, she could be the little garden witch mom. So that just tucks in here, and so does this little bit here. American bog plants, Edwardian daffodils, more of the embossed gold paper. This is another page from the kit. Queen of Fragrance, William Broome, 1689 to 1745. Scarlet and Snow. This large pocket and this the top of this tag are both from the kit. This is from a vintage garden book. And it's just a nice big tag that fits in here. I like the way that these tags are shaped. They go so well with round elements. So if you're ever looking for like, what do I do with a round element? The pockets that Release the CRAFTIN makes are so perfect for them. She has like a whole celestial set where they have like the moons, and they're just so perfect. And then we have this little succulent and cacti kind of witch, and she is a pocket here on that beautiful paper. And then in here we have this dandelion with a little glow bug back there, a little firefly. Wake up moth, there's a star-filled sky, and this moon glows in the dark. You could also write on him, but I just thought he was a lot of fun, so I kept him. More of the gardening journal. The Queen, Strelitzia reginae, looks like a bird of paradise. It's related to the banana plant. There's nice little write-ups about all these flowers. Quadrangular passion flower, always beautiful. The harvesting record. Separate that, there we go. And then some planting record and some white space. This is a fly page from a book. It has a bird and all sorts of flowers. Cabbage dye paper. This is a page from the kit, as are both of these and this. The night blowing cereus. The blue Egyptian water lily. Some beautiful gold paper. In this pocket we have a little garden witch here, and I've done lots of stitching. Added some iridescent grass there. This belly band is from the kit, and I've stitched it again on that fun fabric with that little petit fleur embroidery. The paper behind it is really cute. And then this is like a large journal card. Again, we have our glow-in-the-dark moon on the back, and then these mushrooms flap open, and we have a little mouse hiding in there. And that just tucks right on in the belly band. Over here we have a little mushroom pocket, and then just some beautiful herbs from a vintage herb book. Large journal card. And then one of the beautiful little bottles from the kit, and this flips out. The Year at a Glance planner of the garden. Your Magic. This is from the kit. As is this background with this large moth. Little hummingbird pocket here on the cabbage dyed large format dictionary page. And this is one of my laminated pockets that has a real plant inside. And one of the bottles from the kit that is right inside the laminated pocket so that you can do some writing. And it will peek on through there. This is a page from the Edith Holden Cookery Notes, recipes for afternoon tea, plum cake, and Lancashire Parkin. And then a little spot to write from the same book. These have really beautiful florals. This is the finale of the Gardener's album, Glennie's Golden Rules. So this is the George Glennie's advice to being a successful gardener. Never grow a bad variety of anything if you can help it. Another page from the kit. Beautiful little spider there. I always love the use of hands. It's really nice. That little spread is from the kit, and so is this page. It says Witch's Brew. Drinks and preserves with one of the little labels from the kit there that you can do some writing on. I just covered up the list of drinks and preserves. I figured it wasn't all that important. We have a little Edith Holden illustration there, and another beautiful page from that book. More of my dyed paper, and this is another one of these multi kind of pockets. So over in the side here we have this little page from a bird book, and I figured you could write here as well as here, the chickadee and the oriole, and that just tucks on in the side here. And again, I have silk leaves all stitched down. And I'll take everything out because we have a double pocket and a tuck spot on this one on the front, as well as that pocket at the back. So this is what the pocket looks like without anything going on. We have florals, we have a little bear in the woods. So up top, this is from the kit, and this little journal card, they go up here. So we pop this here and this here. Go. Push that down a bit, and then the bottle goes in this pocket from the kit, and then this little journal card is this little witch, and she's got little candles over the lake, and that tucks into this little flower tuck spot there. Let's make sure those are all the way down. Are we all the way down? Yes, we are. Okay. And then this is another page from the kit, as is this one, and it has a little rose candle. This page tips out. Another little tab from the book, and this beautiful paper. I just left this page alone because it was so pretty. And then this little bit here with the moons is from the kit, and then I put a bunch of different things in this pocket. So this little garden witch is a journal card. This is one of the bottles from the kit, also a journal card. And then this little Tim Holtz planty kind of journal card. And then this little witch here, she's got all sorts of strange plants and roses. And I've stitched some lace. And inside we have this large journal tag. Wake up, firefly. The moon glows in the dark, and you can obviously write on the back. And then underneath this leaf, we have this little cricket. And so that tucks on in here. Come on. There we go. Then the superb lily, the aloe, and then the last page is also from the kit. We end with this owl, and I kept the back simple and just added my little Studioloo stamp, and I will sign this book. This is the end of our journal. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this book. It will be headed to my Etsy shop. It is a massive, massive book. And thank you so much for watching. Please check out Release the Craftins, A Witch in the Garden. I will link down below the kit directly to her Etsy shop, and check out that kit, all of her kits. She really will take you on a creative path that you're not expecting. Even if it's outside of what you normally work with, you're going to find something fun, I promise. So thank you again, and have a lovely day.